The film opens with May Roberts asleep in her room, falling into a dream. In the dream, she is the lead performer in a cheerleading routine at school. The performance starts perfectly. Her teammates lift her high into the air, but she suddenly plummets, crashing hard onto the stage below. Her leg snaps and she screams in agony. She jolts awake, only to discover her eyeballs are completely gone. Her scream echoes through the night. The camera pulls back to reveal the Sandman standing behind an hourglass, already filled with eyeballs. Another one dropping in as she cries out. The story then jumps to the present day. Anna has come to live with her grandmother after losing both parents in a car accident. When the door opens, it is revealed the grandmother is May, now blind and wearing dark glasses. May is overjoyed to see her. She gives Anna a tour of the house, taking her upstairs on a chairlift. She points out her own room, saying there is nothing to see inside as she values her privacy very much.
It's my room. There's nothing to see there.
The room Anna is given is dusty and neglected. Once alone, Anna cleans it up and unpacks her things. She finds a childhood photo of herself sitting on a large bunny mascot, then a photo of her parents, and begins to cry quietly in the room by herself. Exploring the house the next day with her camera, Anna spots May through a window watching television. Just as Anna raises the camera to take a photo, May slowly turns her head directly toward her as though sensing the presence. Anna quickly walks away, unsettled. The following morning, a woman arrives carrying groceries and introduces herself as Aunt Patty. She is delighted to see Anna, but the instant she hears the sound of the chairlift inside, her whole demeanor changes. She thrusts the groceries into Anna's hands, rushes back to her car, and drives away. At breakfast, Anna asks May if the woods nearby lead anywhere. May warns her they lead to water, frogs, and alligators, and that the sand out there is different. It tends to stick to you.
Yeah, water, frogs. Sand is different. It really sticks to you.
Curious despite the warning, Anna ventures into the woods and finds a dock by a lake where she meets a girl named Julie and a boy named Sean. They offer her a beer and the three of them relax on a boat together. Anna tells them she is staying with her grandmother after losing her parents to a drunk driver and that she was the only survivor. On the walk back through the woods, Anna comes across a large tree, the Sandman's tree, and notices her grandmother's name carved deep into the bark. She photographs it and heads home. That night, she hears a chairlift moving and watches through her door as May unlocks her private room. Anna creeps closer and peers through the keyhole. May opens the door and steps out, as though sensing someone on the other side. For the first time, Anna sees May without her dark glasses. Her eye sockets are hollow, as if the eyes have been scooped clean out. May returns to her room. Anna exhales slowly. The next morning, Anna finds May's school yearbook from 1973. May's photo is absent. On the back cover, a message signed by Patty reads, "You won't be able to read this. Why are you in this yearbook when you didn't even finish the year? You did this to yourself. Now your true colors." Anna goes to visit Patty, who tells her that as a teenager, May had everyone wrapped around her finger. A beautiful cheerleader who was cruel and selfish beneath the surface, wanting everything her way. Patty then explains the local legend. The Sandman punishes those who do wrong and finds a way to even the score. May began having terrible nightmares that grew more horrifying over time, slowly driving her to the edge. One night, she woke to find him standing in her room. The last thing she ever saw was the Sandman before he took her eyes. Some people said May did it to herself. At the hospital that night, May was found to be pregnant, and Patty's parents raised the child who became Anna's mother. Nightmares cannot be escaped, Patty tells her, because you cannot run while you are asleep. Anna spends time with Julie and Sean. One afternoon on a bridge, Sean notices a young boy named Connor skating nearby. When Connor tries to leave, Sean throws a shoe at him and knocks him down. Julie laughs and records it on her phone. Anna, too intoxicated to act clearly, watches in horror as Sean forces the boy onto his skates and throws him off the bridge. Connor hits the ground screaming, his arm clearly broken. Sean wants to abandon him. Julie insists they at least help. They drive Connor near a hospital where Sean warns him to say nothing or face consequences. Anna gets out of the car with Connor, hands him to a nurse, and watches Sean drive away. The guilt is immediate and overwhelming. She despises herself for not stopping it when she had the chance. Patty later receives a call from Connor, who is her neighbor. He claims he fell. She tells him not to lie and urges him to stand up for himself, showing him a small scar on her own face as a warning about what happens to people who never fight back. She tells him about a tree in the woods near the old dock. Names are carved into its trunk. If he carves the names of the people who hurt him, justice will take its course. When Connor asks who decides, Patty says, Mr. Sandman, the giver of dreams, or rather, nightmares. Anna begins having nightmares. In one, she steps out of the car from the accident and sees her parents lying lifeless. A giant bunny mascot grabs her. She finds herself at a pier, then in the woods, where a coffin slides toward her and opens to reveal her own corpse covered in black liquid. She wakes in terror. Meanwhile, May ventures into the woods with a bundle of yarn tied to her home as a guide, finds the Sandman's tree, and whispers to it, I knew you would come back. Redemption Day. Eye for an eye. Later, Anna visits the tree and finds her own name carved into the trunk alongside Sean's and Julie's. She understands immediately Connor did this after the bridge. Anna warns Julie, who admits to having the worst nightmares of her life, including a boy with hollow eye sockets. They try lucid dreaming together, repeating the phrase, remember you are dreaming, as they fall asleep and entering a shared dream in the woods. Anna briefly glimpses the Sandman before they both wake. In the morning, Anna hallucinates her grandmother plunging her hand into boiling water, then snaps back to find May quietly making coffee. Julie takes her morning coffee into the bathroom and falls asleep in the bathtub. She slips under the water, sees the Sandman outside the window, screams as he takes one of her eyes, then hits her head on the tub and dies. Downstairs, Anna collapses from the coffee. May drags her upstairs and ties her to the bed. As Anna drifts in and out of consciousness, she dreams of finding a Bible passage. Eye for eye, tooth for tooth, fracture for fracture. Whatever injury one gives shall be returned. She wakes tied to the bed. May tells her she is reclaiming what was taken from her 50 years ago. She was the prettiest girl in school, she hisses, and the Sandman stole everything. She moves to remove Anna's eye. Anna grabs a nearby jar of black sand and strikes May with it, breaking free. She tells May the Sandman is not here for her. He is here for Anna. Her name is on the tree. May lunges with scissors. Anna pushes her back and in the struggle, stabs May in the eye. May collapses, screaming. Anna then goes to her room and deliberately fractures her own arm with a hammer, screaming through the pain. She understands that the only way to break the curse is to take the same injury she failed to prevent Connor from suffering. As the pain overwhelms her, the Sandman pours black liquid over her face, and she is carried into a dream. In the woods, she finds two glass eyes lying on the pier. Vincent's eyes, stolen from him as a blind boy by bullies who used them in a slingshot and caused his death. His body melded with the earth, and the roots of the tree kept his soul alive. Vincent became the Sandman. Anna picks up the glass eyes and offers them to him. The act gives him the closure he has needed for decades, ending the cycle of revenge entirely. Back in the house, Patty arrives to find May collapsed at the top of the stairs with scissors in her eye. When Patty touches her, May regains consciousness and pulls out the scissors. She reveals that it was Patty who carved her name into the Sandman's tree all those years ago, out of jealousy over her popularity. And May confesses she had deliberately scarred Patty's face so she would never forget her place. Then May stops breathing. As Patty leans in to check on her, May grabs her and drives the scissors into Patty's eye before pushing her down the stairs. Patty dies instantly. May dies moments later. The next morning, Anna wakes in her room with her vision completely intact. She laughs and cries at the same time, overwhelmed with relief. Outside the window, her name fades from the tree. The ordeal is finally over. It was Anna's empathy, her willingness to truly see Vincent and offer him what was taken, that broke the curse. Perhaps he had been waiting all along for someone who finally understood.